Hey everyone, it's Scott Huver with Hollywood.com, and we're here at the San Diego Comic-Con. We've got a beautiful day here in the harbor, plenty of boats, but we're not here to talk about boats. We're here to talk about planes with snakes on them. You don't need to hear it from me, you need to hear it from Samuel L. Jackson. Let's go. Samuel L. Jackson, snakes on a plane. You've already sold tickets. I mean, did you know when you saw this script and you said, I got to be in this, and it's just going to be, everybody's going to be buzzing about it?
You know what, it was a long time after I committed to this movie that I saw a script. Yeah, I committed because, my friend Ronnie was doing it, and I emailed him and say, "What is this thing, Snakes on a Plane?" He told me what it was, and I was like, "Wow, can I be in that?" And he's like, "Sure, if you really want to." I was like, "Yeah, I really want to." And he told people at New Line, and they started checking around, and they found out that yes, I was serious about it, and the rest is kind of history. But it was a long time between that commitment and them actually doing it before I saw a script.
And where did you stand with snakes when you committed to this? Were you okay with them?
Yeah, I'm okay with snakes. I mean, I know what they are and I know what they can do. And, when I was a kid, I saw a lot of them because I lived in the country. Snakes were in more trouble if we saw them than snakes saw us. So, yeah.
And you didn't have any problems with them on set? Like they didn't, no accidents, no weird, accidentally set?
I already told them they couldn't bring a snake within 20 feet of me, so she was pretty serious about that. And most of the time I was herding people away from the snakes and building barriers between them and the snakes in the film, so I didn't have to worry about coming into contact with them, but maybe about 3-4 times during the film. And most of the time, all the real snakes were on second unit. Even though I would go in the snake room and hang around with Jules and those guys and look at them and see what they were up to.
Now, this was an interesting project, and you took a lot of input from people from the internet as to what they expected out of this movie, especially after you got involved. Was that interesting for you to do a movie that way and see how it kind of developed based on what the fan interest was?
Well, we didn't know that the studio was going to pay any attention to that for a while, because when we got there, they had changed the name of the film, and, I was kind of upset about that, and I was kind of leaking stuff to the net about it, and people were fussing about it, and I said something about it on Conan, and that loud cry went up, and that was the first kind of hint I got that, okay, maybe they can make a change. They've gone back to Snakes on a Plane, and then they started, talking about, amping up the violence and the language and everything else in the film that we kept saying while we were shooting it that they should be doing anyway. And that was another kind of fan-based suggestion that worked out great. And then to see the trailers, the one-sheets, the songs being created around it, and all this other stuff that was going on, let the studio know that they had something special. That they didn't quite know why it happened or how to harness it or put it in a bottle so they could use it to market their next film, but they know they have it for this one, and the best thing to do is kind of hold our hands up and kind of watch it and see how it goes and feed fuel to it in an interesting sort of way, but don't stop people from making their t-shirts and start talking about copyright infringement. Let them go with it. It's because they're going to make this film what it is. There are a lot of people that disparage the name and disparage the concept, but hey, it's a Saturday afternoon movie that you go to and have fun with. Nobody's trying to win the Academy Award here. We're just trying to entertain some people and have some fun.
Have you been to Comic-Con before?
No, I've been to game shows, but never to Comic-Con.
Have you seen some of the fans walking around down there? Have you gotten
some of the fans walking around in the halls here? I know I can't go down there.
Yeah, I don't think you'd make it out. I think you'd be mobbed.
Yeah, I'd be mobbed.
Great. Thanks a lot.
All right,
Good to
thank
see
you.
you.